Tom Henning, Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer of Assurity Life Insurance Company. 3 longtime Nebraska mutual companies joined as a single operating company in 2007 under the Assurity name.
Assurity Life is a combination of 3 old-line Nebraska mutual companies. Woodman Accident Life, which was founded in York, Nebraska in 1890, Security Mutual Life, which was founded in Fremont, Nebraska in 1895, and Lincoln Mutual Life, which was founded in Aurora, Nebraska in 1896. So all these companies were founded in the late 1800s in small towns in Nebraska, all moved to Lincoln in either the late 1800s or the early 1900s. And a little over 10 years ago, we combined these 2 companies. But what we're especially proud of is this year, we're able to trace our heritage back 125 years to the founding of Woodman Accident and Life by Dr. A.O. Faulkner in York, Nebraska.
Assurity Life operates in all 50 states and the District of Columbia, offering protection products for middle-income consumers. Tom Henning is a 4th-generation Nebraskan. He started his career in banking in his hometown of Crete. His passion for community service found him serving on the board of directors for Security Financial Life, and from there he moved on to a successful career in the insurance industry.
Every business leader owes a big debt of gratitude to their community and needs to be involved in their community. I think it's hard to point to many progressive communities where there needs to be business leadership. If there isn't business leadership, a lot of good things don't happen. So I think if you look at almost any successful community across the country that's doing really well, you'll find a cadre of business leaders who are helping to drive the performance of the community.
Under Henning's leadership, Assurity has developed a rich culture and appreciation for their workforce, which has earned them the honor of being voted one of Lincoln's best places to work.
We call our employees at Assurity associates, and we think that our associates mean everything to our business. It's been my experience over the years that nothing good happens in a business until you have the right people in the right spots. And so associates are everything.
Henning has been active in a variety of state and national industry organizations and is a leader in many local civic organizations, including Lincoln's Vision 2015.
Tom has the kind of personality that he can bring a group together. He can negotiate with you when you don't even know you're being negotiated with. He can build support for projects. He just has all of the characteristics of a good leader. And I think all of that came to the surface during the 2015 exercise and a lot of the development, the arena, all the things that have happened as a result of that activity.
About 12 years ago, the Lincoln Chamber Economic Development Corporation commissioned Angelo Economics out of Austin, Texas to do a comprehensive study and a plan for the community. They completed that plan, and I think it was the 2nd anniversary of the plan. They came to Lincoln to give us an update on our progress. And Angelo, if you meet him, is a straight shooter. He says what he thinks, and he got up and he gave us an F for business leadership. So a group of us came together. Many of us had a connection through the Young Presidents Organization. We'd all been in YPO together and had become friends. And so we came together working with Kent Seacrest primarily and formed Vision 2015. And the whole thing with Vision 2015 is we didn't start any new projects. We took projects that the community had already vetted and we just helped push them across the goal line. And the model that came together that worked very successfully in Lincoln was a combination of working with the City of Lincoln, the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, and the private sector to drive these projects forward to completion. And if you look at almost any of them, whether it's Innovation Campus, Antelope Valley redevelopment, Pinnacle Bank Arena, it's a combination of those 3 groups working together, the private sector, the City of Lincoln, and the university.
The future holds great promise with business leaders like Tom Henning addressing local and state issues.
Well, Barry, that was a great video. For me, my 2 daughters here, I want you to notice the standing ovation. Make sure they check it out. Tim, Steve, Barry, this recognition means a great deal to me. Thank you. And Barry, I also want to thank you for all that the State Chamber does to make Nebraska a business-friendly state. You've been at this a long time, and the State Chamber has truly been the voice of Nebraska's business community for over a century. Well, whatever business success I have achieved is not mine alone, but due to working with a great group of colleagues over the years. You know, success in business is clearly a team sport, and over the years it's been my good fortune to work with a number of good teams, but none better than the team I work with currently at Assurity. I'm appreciative that a number of my colleagues from Assurity and a number of our board members from Assurity are here with us this evening, including my assistant of 25 years, Tammy Helgerson. And I would like to ask them if they'd stand and be recognized. Please stand. Carol. I also want to publicly thank my wife, Candy, who has been the leader of our home team for over 40 years. Candy has made her home life run so smoothly and has allowed me to devote a great deal of time to the business. Our daughters, Maddie and Cassie, and our son-in-law, Taylor, my brother, Ray, and my sister-in-law, Marcia, are on hand tonight, and I thank them too. Cassie and Taylor are also the parents of the two most precocious and exceptional grandsons ever. You know, it is the nature of a recognition like this that the people whom the recipient ought to thank are, for the most part, not around to be thanked. I'm thinking especially tonight of Jim Stewart Jr. and Hugh Hansen of First Commerce Bankshares, Leland Bolt of Security Mutual Life, and Ed Faulkner of Woodman Accident Life, all important mentors to me at certain points in my career. Like anyone's career, a lot of people have helped me along the way. Some of the help very prosaic but necessary. I'm now fondly remembering the worldly-wide senior loan officer who taught me on my first business trip at age 23 that the bank would actually reimburse me for my out-of-pocket expenses while traveling via this magical thing called an expense voucher. I also want to congratulate the other honorees. Owen, you need to be very proud of the great agribusiness you've built. I was to your website and enjoyed reading your notes from Owen. And if you noticed me, I was on a green tractor for part of it, yeah. We're big on green in our family, yeah. And I'm especially pleased to share this evening with my friend and one of Assurity Life's board members, Carrie Hamilton, as we honor her father, Mo Barrymore. Well, I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. I was lucky to know when I was very young, I wanted to go into business and ultimately run a business. My brother Ray would remember that there was a brief period of time when I thought I wanted to be a park ranger or a game warden. But fortunately, that didn't last too long. I've never felt like what I was doing was work. It's what I wanted to do every day. Like Warren Buffett says, I feel like skipping to the office every morning. It's what I wanted to do. Well, I know, in closing, one receiving a recognition like this typically offers some advice or encouragement to the next generation of business leaders as one packs one's bags to retire to Boca Raton, Scottsdale, Palm Springs, someplace like that. What I'll say is this. Look out, millennials. I think I'm just getting my stuff together.